What's up guys, Danny here and
Chris, your favorite instructor.
sometimes. No, just kidding. So yeah, we just wanted to kind of do like a little bit of a longer format video for you guys under our official Just Foil LA name. I don't know if you guys noticed. Well, sorry, this is our second one technically. We got brand new gear. So this is our new shirt. This is one of our very first designs. We got a little Fliteboard dude on a wave. You can see the eFoil design of a Fliteboard, Los Angeles, established in 2019, with our brand new manta ray logo, which we're really stoked about. Shout out to our buddy Cameron. I'll put his link in the description, who helped us design these. A lot of restless nights, a lot of restless days back and forth to create Just Foil. And I'm also wearing another one of our new designs with our manta ray front and center.
I think this is the best design. I like the color, I like the manta ray, I like the structure of the words, and they're pretty cool tees.
Another cool fact with these is they're made with 6 recycled water bottles. So we're trying our best, even on producing the gear for the shop, especially for Just Foil, to keep our impact as low as possible, reduce, reuse, especially because we're in Mother Nature all day long. We're trying to do our part, for sure.
Let's help the environment. We're here to talk about also of 2 accomplishments that we had last year and this year. Starting with last year in Florida, we got 3rd place in the first flight competition in the US.
Sick.
Yes.
So back in October of 2022, we were invited out to the 2nd annual Fliteboard dealer conference, which takes place at FLIBS, which is the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. It's one of the largest, if not the largest boat show in the US, where they also held the first Flight Cup in Fort Lauderdale in a small lake. It was really fun, really high speed. I actually got really close as well. Me and Chris were like head to head with each other, pretty much every man for themselves. We weren't really in teams at this point.
Yeah,
and
super technical too.
Yeah.
A lot of turn.
Who did you end up racing against in the finals? What state?
Florida.
There we go. So it was
First place, 2nd place. I was Florida. Gnarly Harley.
Gnarly Harley Adventures, exactly, down in Naples, Florida. It was just really funny and ironic how the 2 coastal towns, you know, Florida, of course, they're in the water way more than us. We try to be in the water quite a bit. It's just a different structure. It's just way more set up along the coast. So it was just funny, you know, we just kept repping California, baby, and they're repping Florida. So it was just a really nice, healthy competition. Justin Chai T is very fast, very technical rider. Chris, I was honestly really surprised. I thought I was going to be up there myself with him, but he did really well. And the reason I'm saying I'm surprised is, you know, he's not as aggressive, but very technical and smooth and well-rounded of a rider. So that really came to shine. I went too fast and I wiped out on like the 2nd or 3rd round, and he made it to the 4th or 5th round. So it was a pretty close, he was right under 1st and 2nd.
It was an amazing cup. The format was incredible. It was about time and speed. I don't know how do you like the format of the race.
It was pretty cool, yeah. So we started with drag race, pretty much going head up against each other. 2 identical courses. So left turn, left buoy, another left, and then U-turn, and then straightaway. And then you reverse the courses, run it again.
Best time gets around.
Yeah, it was sick. No one died. We didn't lose any limbs. We didn't lose any eyes. Of course, you know, when you push it to that competitive level, you're increasing the risk, but what's life without a little bit of risk, right?
And then we have our 2nd competition this year.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Definitely a change of pace right here in Malibu a couple days ago with our friends at Los Angeles Foil Club. They're a really dope group of
eFoilers. Foiling in general, all kind of foiling. Wing
Yes.
foiling, kite foiling, just
honestly, I'm still learning myself too. Prone foiling, wing foiling, kite foiling, toe boogie, which is a really big thing that they're all kind of geeking out on. At first you're like, that looks really weird, and then you try it and you're like, holy shit, that's really challenging. It was dope. They essentially put on a race and there was a good about 15, 20 competitors, more or less.
there were 20 competitors, 10 teams in every
10 teams of 2. That's right. That's right. So for the first race,
we compete together.
it was essentially a relay race where one of us stay on land, another one stays in water holding the board. We were basically sharing one board, and we had to have a flamingo inflatable run into the water, then get on the board that Chris was holding for me. I ran the race first, so it was basically a straightaway, full 540 U-turn, basically like a donut around a buoy, and then straightaway back, and then he ran it.
The challenge here was to get on top of the board with that big inflatable donut. A little bit of a challenge, but
Once you're up, you're up.
yeah, exactly.
It was fun as hell, you know? And then ironically, it became flight versus his lift. So we were like, you know what? There's just no way we're gonna lose. To be fair, you know, at the very beginning, everyone kind of made some mistakes because it was their first time putting on a race. It was more of a fun one. At first, a couple people got disqualified. We kind of got disqualified too. So then we ran the race again. So we ended up doing like 4 or 5 rounds. And we think at the very end, it ended up being pretty fair.
The best at the end, final of 3 participants of 3 teams, I think so, yeah.
6 people at the very end, and we ended up being the top team. And that was the first day that we got people to ride the Ultra L, which was really dope. We got them to ride the new Series 3 Pro. People were loving that.
Yeah, we introduced Fly to, you know, the community of eFoilers and foilers. We also talked a little bit about the Jet that comes in Series 3. How do you like the Jet?
Jet propulsion has been amazing. We haven't spent enough time on it yet, but the few times that we have been out on it, it's incredible. Very smooth, very easy to use, and awesome for the school. Safer.
Also, something that I like about the new Series 3 is that you can exchange the prop for Jet. If you don't want to use Jet, you just unscrew this and put the prop guard.
They're interchangeable within seconds. So depending on what you're trying to do, you know, like if you want to take your family out, if you want like a really smooth, different ride, the Jet's the way to go. If you still want to catch waves and more power, go for a longer ride, propeller. But to be fair, like we haven't spent enough time on the Jet yet to really be able to tell. Quite frankly, I'm a little intimidated by it because it's just so different. I'm so used to the propeller. So check back with us in a few months. We'll have a full review for sure. Come on, I mean, I have to show them. This was our amazing trophy from LA Foil Club. So if you can see, it's legit. We didn't make this in our backyard, even though it looks like it. Los Angeles Foil Club, eFoil Event Expo, eFoil Race. It's a hummingbird feeder if you can't tell. First place. So this was really cool. It's got like a little propeller at the top. It's a really cool, fun group of guys. I mean, if you think surfers are weird, foilers are very weird, as you can see. And we're all about that. The weirder, the better. We'll see you guys out there.